I got to say, the anti-steel toe people still coping about the fact that no proof was given because it never happened. They got a text from 7 months after I left that Nick tricked. He even said he tricked her into sending to him because they were dirty talking. Jesus. How about the fact that I'm your dirty talk topic? Dude, you're gay. But they're still coping about that. They're having a hard time realizing that the Hackamania thing did not provide the big atomic bomb it was supposed to. And outside of their little universe, it's been viewed as, again, Luigi wins by doing nothing. And the fact that their boy's melting down to this day as well. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so, Skank Queen. Sorry. Try not to let it hurt your feelings too bad. In the Wild says it was pretty oversold, to be fair. I mean, pretty oversold. Jesus. It was just a bunch of people sniffing my asshole. I mean, it's a little weird. And then I guess on Hughesy's show, they said, yeah, it was like even people who were there were like, yeah, it was pretty pathetic. Apparently, Nick stayed up till 3 a.m. showing anybody who would look the text messages. Like he was that upset and irate with old Aaron. Like, I've been gone a year and a half, bro. You got to move past this. But narcissistic injuries don't heal. Apparently, he was up till 3 a.m. at the bar showing people texts. And he had no idea that that made him look like shit. And then, oh my God, if someone has the picture, please send it. He started singing karaoke after. This is a great example of how the Hackamania people feel about Nick. They just see him as a cartoon character for them to laugh at. So he shows all the texts and they're like, and then they show me roasting them and they applaud. And then they go, all right, good night, everybody. And then Nick goes up to sing karaoke and the entire like venue clears out. And they have a picture of nobody there while he's singing. It's enough to almost feel bad for the guy. Sanford's son with $20 says, what's the background story with Vito's role in that promo? It seemed like strange bedfellows, but worth it for the laughs. Actually, Veto was really cool. He just wrote to me and he's like, hey man, I'm doing this thing. Would you like do a roast appearance type of thing for the end of my video? Cause it's going to be making fun of you. You know, we're going to make fun of you for being a guy who always says he's winning and shit like that. You know, kind of making fun of another win for the toe thing. And he goes, I think it would be a great misdirection if you came on right after. And I think it would be nuts. He goes, just be the heel that they all want you to be and, you know, give me something. And I said, no, I don't think so. And then he's like, dude, I will play it. I swear it'll be between us and I'll debut it live on stage. Just be a heel. You know, play into it. It'll go over great. And I'm glad he talked me into it. And I mean, I got to say, I delivered a pretty good performance. I was reading the comments on Alyssa Clip's posting of it. There were even people who are very lukewarm on the toe. And they were like, oh my God, I just unironically laughed at the toe. That was really good. So Veto just encouraged me to do it. And Veto and I kind of have the same attitude on all this gay shit. Like, we're like, why don't people just laugh more? Like, why don't people have more fun with this stuff? Why don't, it's the internet. It's silly. It's all nonsense. And we both just kind of had the same attitude about it. And after it was over, Veto sent me a DM and he goes, there was a huge pop when you came on the screen. It was really, really funny. And I was just, you know, I just told him, thanks. You know, nice doing business with you. And, it was really easy to put together. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes says it was really good how you were pausing between some of your jokes to allow the audience to laugh. Now, I haven't been able to watch it yet, but they did say that there was laughter in between the jokes. Now, I was planning on these people hating me so much that they wouldn't even laugh at the jokes. But from what I heard from Veto and others, that it was perfect that I put the pauses in because there was laughter after everything. I was like, well, you know what? The people who laughed and the people who enjoyed it, I got to say, better sports than I gave them credit for. Brian says, Aaron, I wouldn't say you have the same attitude as Veto. Not a good look. No. I just meant on this specific particular thing. Just on that specific particular thing. Dusty, no, I know what people's concerns with Veto are. I understand, and I understand the criticism. I will say this. He's always been very nice and very professional to me. All that other shit, I'll leave that to the internet. He and I are not like best buddies. We're not going out golfing tomorrow. We just worked together on that, and I thought that was ballsy of him to want to put that together, and kind of smart, actually. But now here it goes. Now they're saying I'm thought of highly by those who want to children. I'm always very careful when I talk about how professional and cool Veto was about the whole thing, because I know I'm just going to get a bunch of shit. Yeah, Veto said, I was trying to sell it. Haha. I think Dick and Carl didn't know how to react. I know. I noticed that. They're like, wait, what? And then like people were laughing, and Dick Masterson and Carl looked confused. They're like, wait, is this, what are they? They didn't understand that the crowd was like, no, this is funny. We can laugh at this. And those two were like, what? I don't understand. I don't, like, we literally shocked Dick and Carl into silence, essentially. Not that Carl not knowing how to react to very obviously funny things going around him is, it's nothing new. But that's how the Veto thing came about. Veto is Corey's twin. I don't think Corey and Veto look alike. Papa Shab says, Carl doesn't understand comedy? How dare he?